Your reality is not what you think, and here's what you can do to change it. I'm someone who's manifested 750K in 2025, an oceanview house in La Jolla, San Diego, one of the most expensive areas in the entire country. And I started off by discovering manifestation by accident. And here's what I want you to think about. If you're trying to manifest something in your life, money, love, whatever it is, the first thing you have to realize is that you are living in a waking dream. You are living in a simulation. None of this is real. This is all conjured and created by you. And how is it created by you, and how do you gain conscious control over your creation is by controlling your emotions and your beliefs. Now, when I say that, you might be like, okay, what do you mean? Keep going. When you can control and change your emotions and your beliefs at will, you change your reality at will. Most people have a lot of trouble changing their emotions, okay? They might do a meditation, they might do something, and they can feel a little bit different for a couple moments, but then they go back to feeling the same anxiety, the same shame, and the same whatever the not feeling good emotions are, the rest of the day. And the thing I want you to know is that I was this, okay? I was depressed in my late and early 20s, and I was always anxious, and I didn't know why until I went to a conference and I learned that negative voice inside your head that's keeping you feeling all these negative feelings, that is a voice that is programmed there from childhood. So from mom and dad, from the experiences that you had in childhood, you soaked up all those emotions and beliefs from your past. And if you're ever curious about whether this is true or not, take a moment and just ask yourself, does that negative voice inside your head sound like mom and dad? Maybe no, maybe yes. What are these patterns that you repeat your whole life? And you're subconsciously projecting your emotions and beliefs around. So my journey really began when I discovered this letter writing technique that I could write a letter to my inner child, change an emotion or a belief, change an emotion or a belief that I learned in childhood, and boom, the outer reality changed to match. It was subtle at first because my changes to emotions, beliefs, I could only do like a little bit of movement at a time with each letter. But as I did it, years passed and I got better and better at it. I could move more and more of my emotions and beliefs and change them more and more so that I moved into abundance, and my reality started shifting faster than ever. And that is how I know deep down, this world is magical. Okay, this is a magical world. Even people who are on the not so good side, if you look at the stuff they do, they believe the world is magical. Okay, so if you don't believe the world is magical, that is okay. That is your belief system, but I do. So back to the point at hand. How do you change your reality? Okay, this is how I learned how to change it, is by writing letters to my inner child, reparenting beliefs from childhood. So, for example, one belief I learned was that you have to work hard for money. Okay, and if you have that belief, you'll always resist money coming easily to you. Okay, and you'll feel some guilt, some blocking emotions, blocking beliefs, and then you'll manifest a reality where money is hard. Money is hard for you to get. Okay, you have to really accept, if you can change your belief from money is you have to work hard for money to you can receive money easily, then your reality will change to match that. Okay, so what's my point with all this? Here's a simple exercise I want you to do. Okay, the next time you have a manifestation, right? Whatever it is you want to manifest, money, new job, new career, love, whatever it is, I want you to just say your intention out loud. You don't have to do any fancy spells or rituals or whatever. Just know what it is. Okay, write it down. Write it down once, 3 times, whatever it is, right? And then here's the next step that most people mess up. The universe will give you an opportunity to level up, an invitation to grow. And what it's going to feel like is it's going to feel like a trigger. It's going to feel like a spike of emotion. Okay. And that is the universe presenting you an opportunity to shift into the frequency of what you're asking for. Okay. So it'll feel bad. And a lot of people react to this by saying, oh, manifestation doesn't work, or like, it doesn't work, I'm doing something wrong. But you're not really recognizing that you're taking what you're seeing as evidence for it not working, instead of evidence for what it actually is the universe showing you the belief that you have to shift, the emotion that you have to shift. So when you get this emotional spike, this trigger, simply slow down, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and ask your inner child, envision yourself from your childhood, a childhood version of yourself, and ask them, when did you first feel this way? You're going to find something weird. You're going to find some memories pop up. And at first, they're not going to make sense. You're going to be like, why did that memory pop up? But the more you journal about it and the more you think about it, the more it will make perfect sense. Because this memory that pops up will be the emotional blueprint that you're using to create that trigger. And that's simply the universe telling you, hey, bud, this is the wound, the childhood wound you have to heal in order to shift into the frequency of what you're asking for. So when you write these letters, when you do these meditations, you can find them all over my channel, and I have a free book sharing exactly how to do this. When you shift and let go of the pain or the shame or the fear that you picked up in childhood, and you shift into a different frequency, you're going to notice something magical. You're going to first, maybe you might cry a little bit. That's just your body purging the energy. But then you're going to feel really tired. That's your nervous system doing a software update. And then what you're going to realize is you're going to wake up the next day and something weird is going to happen. Something unfamiliar. That's when you know your manifestation is working. Okay? When something weird shows up and you didn't expect it, and you're like, wow, that's weird and different, that is manifestation working in your favor. You just changed your reality by doing something different up here, inside here. Okay? And you can do this over and over again. Okay? You might not get your manifestation right away. That depends on how many belief blocks and how many emotion blocks you have to move through to create that reality. But if it's close, it might show up right away. But if you have to go through a few more shifts to get to it, you'll simply see the universe showing you another trigger. Ah, okay. Well, let me just shift that. Let me just shift that. Let me just shift that. Boom. Suddenly your manifestation shows up when you least expect it. Okay? That is how I manifested my dream partner. That is how I manifested an oceanview house. That is how I manifested a top 1% income. That's how I manifested all of this. Okay? So yeah, let me know if that makes sense.